Okay, what just happened? I go from green day to green day to green day. Now it's red, red, and now I'm panicking. Don't panic.
Oh no! Grab the children! Save the children!
I said don't panic. Now I'm gonna have to go back to trucking. No, not gonna happen. Calm down. It's just 2 drawdowns, part of the journey. All right, welcome to Trade by Trade, the channel where I go from semi-truck driver to day trader. I had 2 red days here now, and I'm gonna put it together in this recap so we can go over it. Is my strategy not working? Is the sky falling? Do I gotta freak out and panic? Let's get into it. Okay, so on day 4 here, I just had 3 green days in a row. Day 4, as you can see, I actually started up. I was doing a couple good trades, 545 up, and then I start going downhill. I start with GRE, I get in, immediately start losing money. My entry points just weren't good, but as you'll see, I wasn't selling when I was green either. I just didn't have the discipline. And if you see on GRE, there's a big red bars of volume, which should have been an indicator not to get into this. So I'm kind of ignoring my own rules, my own parameters, my own criteria. And so I buy again here. I got 500 shares. And again, I go green here sometimes, but I don't sell. And for some reason on this one, I even buy more shares. I go from 500 to 1,000, but I'm green right there. 110, I could have just taken it off, start getting some green ones, start getting some wins, start getting some confidence. And here I buy 500 shares more, so I'm at 1,000, up 283, 255, could have sold it there. For some reason, I didn't. I don't know what happened this day. I just wasn't disciplined. It's such a mental game as well. And then I bought another 500 shares for some reason because the day's going so well that I was just like, let's get more because that's a great idea. And it wasn't. And for some reason I didn't sell, and this thing ends up just tanking. Again, I could have sold it right there. 265, could have made some money, and then I sell half for some reason. That made no sense. And I was up 140, but because I didn't sell the other half, it goes down, and then I end up losing money. So just rookie mistakes. What am I doing here? But again, this is why I'm in the simulator too. It's just so I can go over these mistakes, go over what I'm doing, and do better next time, right? Because these are just kind of rookie mistakes here that I'm doing. I get in again on GRE for some reason. Again, I should just step back, take a breather. I buy another 500 shares. Not a smart move. I should have just went to go get some coffee or took a break. And sometimes the day's just not with you. You're not seeing it. Something's up, and that's when you got to pull the brakes. My only saving grace was that I was using small share accounts. So I did realize that I wasn't doing as well, or I just wasn't seeing the market like I should today. So I did scale down on size. I wasn't doing as much as I would if it was more of a green day. So that's my only saving grace why I wasn't down terribly, but I was just making bad trades. And here on AMST, this is when I finish it off. I'm trying to catch a falling knife, I guess. I don't know why I bought here. Terrible idea. And this last trade is just like kind of the icing on the cake. Terrible decision. And yeah, I just keep going down. And I think I end up minus 312 at the end of it. So just terrible. So let's take a break here. Obviously, from what you just saw, I didn't want to make money this day. Why? I don't know. Maybe I want to make money and give it all away. I don't know. But my mental game wasn't there. And that kind of brings me to the psychology of this. Is that sometimes the market's cold, you got to sell quicker. You got to bring down the share size. I brought down the share size, and that's why I wasn't down $3,000. I was down $300, but I wasn't getting out quick enough, I'll put a link into my video where I made over $3,100. But if you watch that video, I was more confident. I was more calm. I could hold those trades longer because they had a lot of momentum. And a big thing is they had good news. They had great news, actually. And on this day, all the news that I was going through, it wasn't that good. And for the momentum trading, I need good news. I need great news. for it to take off and you're riding that wave up. When it has mediocre news, everyone reading it is going to say that it has mediocre news too, and they're just not going to be that into it, right? So to hold it longer, I was getting green on some of those trades that you saw, but I was just holding it too long. It wasn't the right market today for that. I should have got in, got out, lowered my share size, and actually would have done okay. I might have actually stayed green today, but I didn't. So let's take a breather. Let's remember to subscribe. Let's get into day 5. And who knows, maybe I learned my lesson. Maybe I turned things around. Spoiler alert, I didn't. Day 5 here, definitely didn't do better than day 4. If you keep your eye on the left-hand side, position summary. I'm not going to break down each trade I made too much here. Just kind of overall sentiment here. If you watch the left-hand side, it just goes red, red, red. If you keep your eye too on some of these graphs, there's just not a lot of momentum on these, and a lot of that is because there wasn't a lot of news, unfortunately. Not a lot of good news that really drives it up, and if you don't have the momentum, then my strategy as a momentum trader really doesn't work, and you end up losing money. And when I trade too many times, I end up losing money, so I didn't have the discipline, and really I should come into this with the idea that some days I might not trade at all. Like this should have been a day where I just didn't see it and I wasn't confident. I was trying to make something happen, but you can't really do that with the markets. Sometimes the market gives you a good day and you got to find those opportunities and exploit it, but there just wasn't any today. So I should have been okay with not trading and sitting this one out, and it's hard to do that. That's kind of part of the psychology, is that once you're up, pretty early in the morning doing these trades, you wanna make some money, you wanna make some moves. Especially when you go red, you just want to climb back, so you kind of just mess with your mentality, you forget your strategy, you forget your discipline, and that's what happened today. I mean, look how many trades I'm taking. I mean, it's terrible. What, 7, 8 trades, different stocks today. So it just wasn't working. I should have sat this one out, but I didn't. So I end up going red on today, finishing the week red. Overall this week I still did pretty good, green. Up about 5,000 for the week, but here you go, down 655 today. Oh no. So I gotta remind you, trading is risky. This is not financial advice. You gotta do your own research. This is my journey. These are my red days. Wasn't the best, but next week hopefully go into real money. I set up my broker account. Feel free to like the video and if you enjoyed it. Comment down below if you're on your journey. Are you thinking about day trading? Are you in a simulator? Are you real money? Green days, red days? Love to hear about it. Remember to come back on the next one where I take it trade by trade.